when you wrote The Art of the Deal. I just wanted you to listen to Donald Trump. And now this is, I believe this is him at his rally for my producers. This is cut 7. Just listen to him for a second, and then I want to ask you a question.
Your campaign of terror, murder, mayhem will not be tolerated. These historic accomplishments change our strategic priorities. We will make America strong again.
The members of our armed forces, and you understand that very well, despite these obstacles,
God bless the United States.
So the slurring, I've noticed it. A lot of other reporters have noticed it as they post about his speeches. He seems to be slurring more and more. Did he speak that way when
Oh, my gosh, no.
Yeah.
No, that is a dramatic shift.
Yeah.
He was reasonably articulate when I knew him. He was, first of all, his nervous system was not so intensely aroused and activated as it is right now.
Yeah.
And the more activated you become, the harder it is to speak clearly and simply.
Yeah.
And I think this is a man who is so in fight or flight all the time that it's influencing him. I also think it might be, and we don't know about this, it might be a function of his age. It might be early dementia. All of those are possible, and you have to throw in ADD, that he can't keep track of what's on his mind, and so he gets out ahead of it and loses the words.
His father has suffered dementia. Was it about at the age that he is now?
His father didn't get dementia until significantly older than Trump is right now. But and dementia, Alzheimer's technically is what he had, but same net result.
But yeah, it is something that I think the media doesn't talk a lot about, but should, because it's not about speculating. You know, there was intense speculation about Hillary Clinton's health during the campaign. There was a lot of not enough speculation about Ronald Reagan's health when he was president. This is a significant thing. He slurs very, very markedly when he talks.
Let's say he didn't slur, Joy. Let's say he didn't slur. He is still an utterly terrifying human being.
Absolutely.
And this showdown in November, because he won't be convicted in his impeachment trial. This showdown in November is shaping up as perhaps one of the biggest events of the last, you choose your number of decades, century. And the question is, what do Democrats do to focus their attention only on what it takes to defeat Donald Trump? This is not a national election. Yeah. Let's be very clear about that. 42 states don't matter at all. We know what they're going to vote. Yeah. There's 8 states. There's 300,000 votes. The Republicans have been way better than the Democrats at identifying those voters. Now we must identify those 300 to 500,000 people, and we must go to them every day, which is why I get excited about Michael Bloomberg.
Okay, excited about him in what sense? Him running for president or just him being around spending money?
Money.
Okay.
So money. Because I am 100% focused on who can beat Trump. Yeah. As we both agree, we would vote for virtually anybody who ran against Trump, but certainly for the Democratic candidates who are currently running. So what Michael Bloomberg is doing is he's taking away Trump's primary power, which is the money. Yeah. And he has at least 50 times the net worth that Donald Trump does, and he has a willingness to spend it. Yeah. Trump won't spend anything.
And he didn't last time.
No,
he said he was going to self-fund, and he didn't.
Spend nothing.
And the one thing I will say with Bloomberg is, because you say 300, 500,000 votes, I would say you plus that up to 700,000 votes because of voter disenfranchisement. You have to assume Wisconsin is it's like a machine of disenfranchising voters, and so people are going to be taken off the rolls by disenfranchisement. You have to have more people vote for those who are going to get taken off.
You have to factor in the Russian, the Russian interference that will happen.
It will happen.
But the Michael Bloomberg factor that we're seeing, and to some extent Tom Steyer, is the astonishing power of money. Yeah. And when you have a lot of money, it's even more.
Yeah. And let me talk the other, because I think what we're kind of all getting to is Donald Trump. We were talking about this in the hair and makeup room a little bit as well. He produces a kind of anxiety in people that is so profound. It's part of the reason people are obsessively watching this show and Rachel Maddow, and it's like Rachel Maddow is sort of their psychologist at this point, because people are afraid of not just what he can do, but what he's doing to people, what he's bringing bringing out in people, the kind of people he's surfacing in the United States. You have swatting